Saludando por ahí a toda la raza que anda por ahí, reportándose. Claro que sigamos avanzando. No se asuste con el helicóptero, es parte del show. Es para que usted se entretenga viendo para arriba y vea cómo está el ambiente por acá. Vámonos pues.
Well, you gotta sign some paperwork to get this stuff.
Wow. Que se están reportándose, pues muchísimas gracias por apoyarnos, claro que sí, hombre.
Lo que quiero hacer un ratito yo. Bueno,
United. Well, I'm not gonna unite with 30 million.
Buenos días
Well,
de
I don't
nuevo,
know if
Isabel.
we have 30 million. That's so.
Dándoles la
But the
bienvenida
world is
aquí al
one
parque Rudy Garcia.
No, it ain't. Yeah, it is. No, it ain't.
Gracias
There's one
y
race, the
felicidades
human
por
race.
una marcha
Yeah, we're all
tremenda,
divided. We're
una
all
marcha
human, you
bonita
know?
esta
Well, here's the
mañana,
deal.
unidos
If
con
you
los
wanna live
millones,
like
¿verdad,
you're
Jessica?
in
Que
a
están
third world country,
por
let me know.
todo el país. Dinos, ¿cuántos jóvenes están marchando hoy?
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Well, they claim this. We stole this land from the people living here. You got to be totally arrogant to stick a flag in the ground. I don't care what century it is. 20th century in Israel, 16th century over here. Stick a fucking flag in the ground and say, I claim you for the King of Spain. I know history. I understand. You don't have to keep making the same mistake.
La oficina de Regina Romero, que nos prestó muchísima ayuda.
You know, like this threat of global terrorism. What a fucking joke that is. Because if there was really terrorists, if they were really a threat, do you remember the DC snipers? Oh, yeah. And how they terrorized the fucking DC area for 23 days with just a car and a gun and 2 guys. Imagine 50 of those cells, one in each state, we'd be fucking terrorized. I don't want to believe that.
No, gang.
You know what?
What do you want to do about gangs?
Well, gangs, you gotta get them young before they,
But the ones that are already in the gang,
well, I used to work at the Arizona Boys Rec.
going to the heroin.
I know, well, they used to say that if I was on the street and I had my 9, you wouldn't talk to me like that. You had your fucking 9, you know?
I know. Well, I wasn't always a saint.
I never was,
You know.
you know. Read the Powell Memo.
Yeah,
Lewis Powell. In 1971, he wrote a memo to the president of the National Chamber of Commerce. And in it, he said, free enterprises under siege. And it's not your everyday communist radicals. These are articulate, intelligent, organized people. And he named the enemy. Academia. They control the college. You know, it's awful profit. The labor. The media. Do you think they control the media much now? But Ralph Nader was enemy number 1. Hey, and then he laid out a plan. I know.
Visiten a Guadalupe, den una donación por una pulsera para que ella pueda ir a exigir justicia por su hijo que lo mataron.
Tree at 15 miles an hour
Y
in
ahora vamos a
1960.
tener
Did
a
no
uno
damage
más,
to your
es
car except the
Richard
windshield when
Elias,
you went flying through it.
supervisor aquí del condado de Pima
You know,
County,
but
y le
it
damos
didn't
muchas
surface till
gracias por sus
1974
esfuerzos que ha
after he
hecho
became a
por
Supreme
tantos
Court
años para
In
ayudar a nuestra
1973,
comunidad,
Alex was
especialmente la comunidad
And they were just
indocumentada.
covert for all those years. And then when they got control of all these states and they started pushing these freaking crazy voter access laws.
Okay, buenos
breaking
días,
up
buenas
unions,
tardes, ¿cómo
no collective
estamos?
bargaining.
The thing is, we got to start local and go from
Muchísimas gracias a todos por su apoyo, para toda la gente que marcharon con nosotros esta
A friend
mañana,
of mine, his
muchísimas
brother
gracias
was
también.
diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
We all have to stick together as
It
workers
had
and as
metastasized
Arizonans.
into his liver. And
It's
he
our history.
integrated treatment.
We need to
He
defend
had
the rights
church
of
people were
workers
praying for him.
as they
He said
struggle
the
every day to try and make a living, because they have to struggle at work and they have to struggle in the house, and we know that.
Marijuana leaves.
But then when you add all the burdens
You don't have
that we suffer here in the borderlands,
total remission.
on the Border Patrol and all the disintegration of the families that they advocate for, we have to be the ones to stand up for it. That's why I love you all for coming out here today. También, we all know that the demographics of Arizona are changing, that things are going to be different in the future.
You wrote a song about that.
The one thing that's most important is we remember,
Oh no.
as we change Arizona, is that we're going to be better than the people who rule Arizona right now. We're going to be kinder and we're going to be filled with love. I want us all to remember that. Let's cheer for that right now, because that's what we have to be about. Yes, we have to struggle for justice on the border. We have to continue that. No matter what happens with comprehensive immigration reform, justice is still going to have to be fought for and struggled for here on the border, here in the borderlands. That again is our responsibility. So as we continue our work, as we continue our great fight for the working families of Arizona, the working families of the United States, we're going to be together, we're going to be strong, we're going to make a difference. Thank you all for being here today. I love you all. Adios.
My brother.
Que siga la lucha.
Un aplauso para que se oiga, hombre. Estamos en ambiente por aquí en esta tarde, claro que sí. Ok, tenemos otro invitado, claro que sí.
Ya levanta su voz muy alto, porque necesitamos que levante la voz, pero quiero darle la bienvenida y a una persona que nos ayudó mucho para que en esta noche podamos participar con el costo del parque y de la policía que participamos, y ella realmente ha estado luchando mucho para comunicar, tratando de cambiar las leyes porque la policía, que no nos molesta mucho, pero sabemos que es muy difícil aquí con tanta discriminación en el estado de Arizona. Quiero presentarle a una persona que estimo mucho y la quiero y que nos ha apoyado mucho marcha tras marcha año y apoyarnos en este año, especialmente a la concilio de Tucson, Arizona, el número 1, la concilio Regina Romero. Bienvenido, Regina, gracias por todo tu apoyo que nos dio.
¡Sí se puede! ¡Conmigo! Como que ya comieron taquitos, ¡sí se puede!
Pero que se oiga, que sí se puede.
¡Oiga, sí se puede! ¡Se puede! Muchísimas gracias por salir el miércoles a Día de los Trabajadores a apoyar todos los temas que nos afectan. Día de los Trabajadores, Día Internacional de los Trabajadores. No están solos, no estamos solos. En todo el país, internacionalmente, sale hoy la gente a festejar todo el sudor y el trabajo honesto que hacen los migrantes en no solo este país, pero en todo el mundo. No están solos, los apoyamos, los queremos y vamos a trabajar bien duro, no solamente local, pero para que se haga una reforma migratoria en todo el país. Queremos apoyarlos, queremos que salgan, que sus voces sean oídas. I just want to say a couple of things in English because I know that we have our allies here that have supported us, that have worked for fair labor practices, for fair immigration reform policy. I want to thank you all for being here. Muchísimas gracias. Y seguimos en la lucha. Aquí no solo hoy es el día donde lo celebramos, no solo hoy es el día donde estamos luchando para nuestras familias, para nuestros dreamers, nuestros estudiantes que participaron tanto en esta marcha y que van a seguir participando para una ley migratoria ecuánime. Thank you all for being here. Seguimos en la lucha, seguimos adelante y solo hoy es una forma de la manera que vamos a seguir adelante con su apoyo, luchando, siguiendo, caminando paso por paso, vamos a lograr lo que necesitamos. Thank you so much. Sigue la lucha y venceremos. Sigue la lucha y venceremos. Paz, tranquilidad y para todas nuestras familias, para todos nuestros dreamers. ¡Se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
¡Se puede! ¡Se puede! Muchas gracias.
Un aplauso, por favor, hombre. Pero que se oiga, gracias. Gracias por darnos la oportunidad también, claro que sí.
A todos los niños, por favor, el trenecito es completamente gratis. Los papás de los que traen niños, pónganles su trenecito para que sigan divirtiendo. Comida gratis, agua gratis. Estamos aquí como familia, como comunidad, festejando el Día del Trabajador.
Ok, ya ve que sí somos trabajadores. Nos está diciendo aquí una persona muy importante que sí somos trabajadores, claro que sí. Bueno, pues vamos a seguir por ahí, otra persona por ahí. Adelante. Ya saben, tenemos las aguas allá, aquel ladito en la esquina. La comida, los ya picados están totalmente gratis por Fernand.
And they have a no-fly zone over the XL pipeline birds in Arkansas. They made it a no-fly zone so nobody can go over and see any of the damage so people don't.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están? ¿Están cansados? Pero es tan importante, les doy muchas gracias a todos los que están marchando y están dando voz a algo tan importante. La reforma migratoria es algo que no nomás nos afecta a nosotros, los que somos latinos, nos afecta a todos los que son de Arizona y de los Estados Unidos. Necesitamos que no nomás marchen ahora, pero que sean una voz para los que no tienen la voz porque no están aquí con nosotros. Hay muchas personas que han perdido la vida, hay muchas personas que están detenidos y que no pueden estar aquí. Necesitamos que ustedes le den voz a la justicia, que le den voz, porque sí sabemos que se va a hacer algo, pero tenemos que estar ahí dándole la presión al senador McCain y al senador Flake para que la ley que se está haciendo ahorita en el Congreso sea una que sea inclusiva de todos los migrantes y también que tengan todas las cosas que nosotros queremos como personas que viven cerca de la frontera y que saben lo que está pasando. Necesitamos que ustedes marchen ahora, pero mañana háblenles a las oficinas de los senadores. Si no están registrados para votar, regístrense, porque si no estamos dando a esta cosa tan importante, nos van a seguir a ignorar. Y no nos pueden seguir ignorando si nosotros damos la voz, votamos y vamos y marchamos en frente a las oficinas de ellos. So, thank you all so much for coming. It's so important that we're all here.
I
The work
remember
that
one
we're
of the
doing here
first
today
times
is
I
so
got up in
important.
front of Jonathan,
But
it might have been
more
second or third
importantly,
time,
we're
he
here
asked me,
to give
can you
voice to
please
those
say
that aren't
something
here
nice
with
to
us.
start off
You know,
with?
we all
So I
know,
said, I
folks,
really like
that
Steve
because of
had on the
deaths
Pink
in
Floyd
the
tie. I'm like, I really like
desert and
I
have
haven't
been
said a nice
deported
thing.
are not here to give voice to this important issue.
Well, I must
So
have
you
hit a
are
nerve
all
because
responsible
Regina was
to carry that
furious.
voice for those who can't do it for themselves.
I must be
We
doing
need
my
to make
job.
sure that justice is served. We need to make sure that immigration reform is done in a just way.
If you
and
read
it's
the
inclusive of
27
everybody.
reasons
This is not a
why
Latino
we had,
issue. This
you
isn't
know,
an Arizona issue.
first
This is
revolution.
an American issue. We
We're
need all
there,
of you to
except for
work
the part,
hard, not
oh,
just today,
DC isn't
not
in a
just
foreign
tomorrow,
country.
but to see this all
It
the
was
way
in a foreign
through.
country to have
As
all
we're seeing this
27.
bill get marked up and we're seeing different amendments, we need to make sure
Right,
that
where was
our
that?
values as Southern Arizonans, as people that live near the
It really
border,
wasn't
are being represented.
King they
Because
were
if
after
our
was
values are not
fireworks.
represented, the only people we're going to have to
Franklin-
blame are ourselves
Franklin
for not
and,
making that voice
someone
heard.
else went over
So you're making your voice heard today.
Jefferson's
The
initial
first step by
draft
being
of
here,
the
to make sure if you're already not
Declaration,
registered
all
to
the
vote,
fucking
you're
lies
registered.
he
If
had
you know
about the
someone
DA.
who's not registered to vote, get them registered. This is such an important thing. Every
Well, I'm gonna
month,
go
50,000
mingle.
Latinos become voting age
You
eligible.
let me know if that guy
If
shows up.
every single one of those registered, that would mean we would have
just the really tall
600,000
dude with
new
white hair.
registered
Pardon?
Latino voters
tall guy
every
with
single
white
year.
hair. I know, he was
That's
there
not
last year.
happening. A
Telling
place
us
like Arizona, there's no
we're
reason
shrinking.
we
There was
shouldn't have
1,200
Senator
last year. Yeah, but it
Richard
was a weekend.
Carmona instead of Senator Jeff Flake. We should
think
have
more
won
people
that
would
race.
If it was a weekend?
Yeah. They didn't vote. But we need
But it's
you
supposed to be
take
international
those
workers.
lessons and move forward and say, we're going to be the voice for
Like
those
in
who
New
can't
York,
be a voice for
Labor.
themselves
Never been a big
because
fan
they're
of
gone.
Labor?
We need to make sure
Labor,
we're fighting for
communism,
justice.
whatever you want to
So
call
thank
it.
you all so much
I'm
for
gonna
being
move
here.
up.
It was
And
when
let's
the
keep fighting.
A ver, alguien que quiera subir para acá, Luis. A ver, vamos a ir con música, claro que sí. Bueno, vamos a poner un poquito de música, un poquito a Fan Lam también, que es una compañía también que todo el tiempo nos apoya en esos tipos de eventos, como el Tiburón Promotion también, que ya sabe, dale un agua, un refresco. ¿Todo bien? Ándale pues. Vámonos, fue porque ya se me anda...
Well, that was a quick rally. I left for about an hour to go to lunch with my wife. Picked her up right up the street there, and now it's all done. See, communists really have no staying power. That's it.